Welcome RPA champions. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an AI agent that automatically comments on videos on YouTube. Exactly. We are going to go to our favorite YouTube channel and get all of the links to all of their videos. And after that, we are going to use AI and get the description of the video and create an intelligent comment that engages in that video, stimulates a conversation, and creates engagement. The objective of this is to drive traffic to our own channel by creating curiosity, not by uploading videos and so on, but by engaging with other people and other people's posts. Now, what we have seen it do so far in the video, it has gone to this page, it has scraped all of the different information that is in the description, it has passed it to OpenAI, and now it's writing a comment to post. Now, once it has finished writing this comment, it is going to comment on this video, and then it is just going to pass to the next video. What is also great about this is that YouTube, if you were to post the same comment every time, YouTube would stop you, would prevent you from posting the same comment. But with AI, we can actually create engaging, intelligent comments as long as we have a good as long as we have good instructions that we give to the AI, and as long as we give the AI good context. So right now we are just giving the description of the video, but this process can be improved by giving the transcript of the video as well, to give even more detail and have an even better comment that can be specific to different minutes. The other evolution of this process would be to also reply to all of the comments that are inside of every video. This would not only engage you with the creator of the comment, but also engage you with all of the other people that have commented on different videos. This is so great because we can turn this on and then we can go for a walk, a jog, a run, take our dog for a walk, and have the AI do the work for us, or whatever kind of activities we have for the AI to do. This is amazing. This is super cool. I am super excited. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment about what kind of automations you would like to see next on my channel. I take great care in the different comments that you guys write me. This is one of the automations that you have requested on the channel, and here it is for you to admire. Also, if you want to build it yourself, use it yourself as well, I'm leaving the code on the Discord channel. The link is going to be down below. All right, without further ado, let's jump into making this actually happen. So let's stop this automation. We are just going to close the browser and send it into an error. This is the automation that I've built. It is only around 40 different steps. It does different things, but we're going to be building it from scratch, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. Many of the different steps that I have included here you can also do without, but they're going to make it a little bit easier for you to read. So I'm using this tool that is a free tool, that is a low-code, no-code tool that allows you to automate everything on your computer. Now, before agents take complete ownership of our computer, we are not there yet. We're still going to be needing tools like this. So this is Microsoft Power Automate. I advise you to install it. It's only available on Windows. So if you're on a Mac, you can either log into a virtual machine that is running it or emulate it on your computer. So what are we going to do? We're going to create a new flow. We're going to call this YouTube comments with AI, and we are going to create this video. And we are going to create a blank Canva on which to work. Now, before starting any process, it is a good idea to understand what we are going to be doing. So let's walk through the process of what we want. In my example, what I want to do is I want to go to, for example, let's say this channel right here, and I want to take all of his videos. I want to scrape the link to each one of his videos, and then go through each one of those videos, leaving a comment based on the description. So I'm gonna want to click on here, then scroll down, expand this description box, scrape all of the content that is in here, and then click here and leave a comment. All right, easier, very easy, very, very easy. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's start by using the browser automation. So browser automation is an action that is going to allow us to launch different browsers. We're going to be starting with Microsoft Edge, and let's get the URL from where we want to start. So we're going to be starting from this URL. I also have great news for you. YouTube is pretty easy to automate compared to other social media websites. So it is going to make our life a lot easier. So the first thing is to launch new Microsoft Edge browser, go to this page and then scrape all of the links of these pages. Now, if we go back to Microsoft Power Automate, the next thing that we have to do is we have to extract the information. So to do that, we are going to be extracting data from a web page. We're gonna just drag and drop. Once this screen appears, I'm going to open the LinkedIn or the YouTube page again. And with this screen that is going to pop up automatically, I'm going to select what I want. So I want this URL right here, but I'm able only to select the title for now. I'll select the title for now. It doesn't matter. Once I select two of them, it is going to extract all of the ones that it sees on the page. It's around 28 videos. I can add a scroll down to be able to select more videos, but for right now, let's just keep it here. Now, one thing that we should mention now, once we're done with that, if we double click on this and then we open our YouTube page once again, we're going to see a configuration panel. So we're going to see this, but we're going to have the ability to go to advanced settings. Now we want the link, the URL to the video. We don't want the title. So to do that without kind of trying to select the URL with the highlight, because it might not be possible, I can just go inside of this selector and modify it. I'm going to find the link where it ends in link, and I'm going to write here href. This is going to make it like a link. So as we see, this has changed from the title. It's extracting all of the links. Perfect. This is our automation is proceeding very fast. We are already at a good level. So next thing that we're going to do, we are going to go to one of these videos. So to do that, we are going to create a loop, a for each loop that is going to loop over all of the information that is extracted from this page. So to do that, we are going to go to data from web page and save. This is going to repeat the information or the actions in this loop, the number of times that we have extracted the YouTube links that are going to be stored in this variable. So once we go there, once we have done this, the next action is going to be to navigate or to go to the first link that we have. The first link is going to be the current item. The current item is created from the for each as the current item in the list. The first one, the second one, the third one, and so forth. So we're going to navigate to the first link that we have, and then we're going to navigate to the second and the third, and so on and so on. Let's try this, and let's just see if what we have built so far is working, and if it's scraping all of the information from the YouTube page, and then if it's navigating to each one of those individual links. So we see that it has managed to open the page, so that is good. So now it should scrape all of the information, but we see that we have a error with this. So let's double click on this and let's see if we can fix this error. So let's select the element that we want. So maybe we want to select the div right here. This might be a better selector. Let's extract the value and let's do the same for the other one. Once that is done, we're going to go to advanced settings just like previously and modify it so that we just have the href reference. Okay, let's finish this and let's try our automation one more time. Let's run our process. So what probably has happened in the previous example is that I didn't select properly the right container. I might have been too detailed or not, but I don't feel like investigating too much. I'm going to try if it works. All right, so it has worked this second time, and we can see it that is going to go through all of the different videos. So that's the only action that I have, which is to go to the page, and it's going to all of the pages that we have extracted. That's great. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. The next step is going to be to, well, first of all, to stop our automation. It is going to be to get the information from the YouTube channel. So once we go right here, what we want to do is we want to click on this button right here and extract all of this information. Is going to give us a little bit of context about the video. What we could alternatively also do is click there and then show transcript and extract the information from the transcript. That is for you to do. After we have done that, we are going to click on show less so that we have add comment in view. Click here and add a AI response. Now, to do that, it is also very, very easy. We are going to use the click action from browser automation. So we are going to go to browser automation right here, click link on web page, and we're going to add a new UI element. So the UI element that I'm going to add is going to be this element right here. I'm going to control click inside, and that is going to add my UI element. One thing that I should always do every time I add UI elements is make sure that this UI element has a proper selector created here. So we can see that this selector, I would like to actually have something a little bit more descriptive, but if this works, that is perfectly fine. I would have rather found the more text and try to create a selector using the more, but right now I didn't select the span probably that has the more text. Maybe this is going to be enough as well. This ID expand looks pretty unique to me. So this will open the text and open the box of the YouTube comment. And the next thing that we have to do is just get all of the information that is in here. So to do that, I'm going to use this action right here that we have used, but we're going to use a different one, get details of an element on a web page. We're just extracting one part of a web page. So we're going to add a UI element. And also, just like for the previous example, we're going to try to get everything that is inside of this container. So let's get everything, all of the text that is in here. And let's save this. Same thing goes for this selector. Let's make sure that this selector makes also a little bit of sense. So ID description, that also looks pretty unique. I could maybe also go with the class, but we're gonna first check it out with the ID and see if it works. Now, pretty much our automation is more or less done. This is all we have to do. The next thing is going to be just to clean up this information, send it to OpenAI, and then add it inside of the comment. But that's pretty much everything that we have to do. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, jokes aside, let's see this in action and see if it works. A good practice is to also add occasional waits inside of our automation so that we leave the browser some time to finish loading and to do the things that we have asked it to do. All right, let's see if this works, and if this works, then we can pass on to the next steps of this process. So it is working. It's going to the right page, to the videos page. Now it's extracting all of the information. It is going to the first video. It is clicking on more, and let's see if we manage to scrape all of the information that we need. Let's stop this. It seemed like it has worked, and let's click on attribute value right here. Well, I stopped the process so I cannot see it anymore, but I can see that there is some values in here. So this is the content or the description of the video. So we have that. So what is the next thing that we have to do is we have to clean this text up, because we cannot send this properly, or we cannot send this like this because some descriptions might have hyphens, some spaces, some line breaks. Spaces are fine, but line breaks and quotation marks and hyphens and slashes, all of that stuff might confuse the AI when we send the call using the invoke web service. Now, to avoid you showing you the rest of the different steps, because pretty much the automation is finished, I'm just going to walk you through the automation that I have completed and that I have left on the Discord server. You're going to see a couple of modifications in this automation, such as on step 3, I make the browser scroll down a little bit to get more, to extract more pages from the initial extraction of the pages. After that, just like in our process, we click on the current, we go to the web page of the current item, we click on more, we scroll down a little bit, then we extract all of the information like we did previously just now, and after that we click on show list to close that bar and to have the input field in focus. I have also grouped this in regions just to make it a little bit easier to read for everybody. And again, this full exact code is on the Discord server. All you have to do is copy paste it inside of a blank Canva. Now, if you want more information about how to do that, I have made a video also on how to copy and paste this. But it's extremely simple. You just copy, Control C, or Control A from the notepad file that you have on Discord, and just Control V in a blank Canva. So what do we have to do next? So to avoid you saving you a little bit of time, you can just copy this. What we are doing here is we're just cleaning up the data that we extracted. So since it has like strange marks and stuff like that, we're going to remove all of those and replace them with 2 dots. We're going to do a couple of more steps like that until we have a clean prompt or a clean text that we want to send to the AI. After that, we are going to be using the invoke web service. Inside of the invoke web service, here is where you're going to be making your call to the API to OpenAI. So right here in the request body. So this is, once you copy paste this code, you're going to have all of this already pre-configured. But just to walk you through it, here are the system instructions. This is where you're going to tell the AI how you want the comments to be replied. And here in the user message, this is where you're going to be adding the context of the description that we have cleaned up just now. And then we're going to select the model that we want to use and send this information to OpenAI. We're also going to disable the encode request body that comes enabled by default. So after we make the call to invoke web service to OpenAI and we pass that information, it is going to give us the response. This response is going to be also have to be cleaned up. Now I do this running a PowerShell script. I save the response to a JSON file, and after that I extract from that JSON file only the response so that I can have a clean message. So in here we can see this is the message that is cleaned up and that we receive from OpenAI. It's always exciting to hear about the long-term performance of drone, especially after 300 flights, etc., etc., etc. And the last and final part is to post this on the comments. So what we do is we click on the add comment to focus the mouse, and we just populate the text field. We can also send keys additionally, but I chose to populate the text field because it's working just fine and it's less prone to errors. So this is it. After that, we click on the post button and our automation is fixed. We also have a skip right here. So if in case that there is some issues with our automation, like sometimes it might happen that it doesn't click on the add comment. Now, instead of breaking it, we are just going to skip and go to the next video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Now, if you have stayed with me for so long, I highly advise you to subscribe because I make this kind of videos on a weekly, if not daily basis. I make all kinds of automations and I would really like to share this information with you, helping you learn the skills that are becoming more and more important. Now, it is not long before AI is going to take complete control of our browsers, and there's going to be more AIs than humans running and surfing the internet and doing tasks. But until that happens, we have to become more, oh, here is one of our comments that we have created. We have to become more structured, and we have to learn these new things. Awesome. So if you haven't done so already, like the video, let me know what you think about it, and let me know what other kinds of cool automations you want to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.